I want to ask you something and I don't want you to censor it. Are you truly fulfilled or have you just gotten really good at appearing so? Very often, it's the women who look the most put together that are the ones that are most starved emotionally, energetically, physically. Stay tuned. This is for the woman who's done everything right but still feels unfulfilled. This is significant because women don't pretend they're fulfilled because they're fake. They pretend because telling the truth feels dangerous. If you admit you're unfulfilled, then what? You might disrupt the identity you've spent decades building. The strong one, the capable one, the woman who holds it all together. So what do instead? You manage. You perform gratitude. You end up intellectualizing your dissatisfaction. You tell yourself you're being mature, but in reality, you're just surviving. It's not so much that you became invisible with time, you became smaller so your life wouldn't have to change. And this is why high caliber women suffer more, not less. You're intelligent enough to rationalize your unhappiness, successful enough to convince yourself you should be fulfilled, even disciplined enough to keep functioning even when your body is begging for more. So what happens? You stay not because you're satisfied, but because leaving your old self behind would mean risking everything you've built. Something I've pondered a lot lately is maybe it's not so much failure that we fear so much, but it's more about loss. The soul has no secret that the behavior does not reveal. Your exhaustion, your dullness, your resistance to receiving, your quiet resentment, none of it's random. I want to tell you something, and I tell you this with zero pride. For years, I lived vicariously through my private chef clients. I watched them live extraordinary lives while secretly avoiding my own. Because as long as I stayed behind the scenes, I didn't have to risk losing what I might gain. I thought it was safer to curate other women's radiance than to claim my own. And while I give myself grace now, it was such a cowardly way to live. And I feel like I lost years of my life because of it. And it showed in my body, my desire, and even in my health. I know one of the biggest contributing factors in developing chronic Lyme disease was resisting my own truth, resisting my true desires in life. Let me know below if any of this resonates with you. I would love to hear from you. I share this story with you because when your identity outgrows your nervous system, you end up sabotaging fulfillment. We're not resisting pleasure because we don't want it. We resist it because it potentially threatens who we think we're allowed to be. And then what happens? We stay just dissatisfied enough to feel safe and to not threaten the identity we've painstakingly built. This is why desire fades, beauty dulls, and clarity disappears. We end up stuffing our emotions down with food. We buy things we don't need, but we still expect our partners to save us from our own self-sabotage. What truly happens when you finally admit that you're unfulfilled? What happens when you finally stop lying to yourself and stop blaming your partner, your age, your circumstances? Your physiology changes. You're able to make clear, concise choices. Your presence softens. You begin to radiate again, and people start responding to you differently. If this resonates with you, it's probably because there's a part of you that's done negotiating with a life that no longer fits. My body breakthrough audit exists for one reason: to show you where you're withholding from yourself and what happens when you stop. One of the biggest complaints I hear from my private clients is, I just don't know where to start. And I get that more than anyone. For me, the best place to start was how I nourished myself. But the audit lets me see what the best path for you is, as each woman is beautifully different and unique. If you're done shrinking just to appease everyone else, or if you're done trying to look happier than you truly are, let me know below. I would love to cultivate a community of women who feel safe enough to talk about the things that society tells us we shouldn't complain about. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies. I can't wait to see you in the next video.